Missouri on Mike is an oral history and journalism project documenting stories from around the state. Paul Millian spoke with the Missouri on Mike team at the Centralia Public Library in November. He's a lifelong Centralia resident and family man who just welcomed his second grandchild into the world. He's also a man of faith and a lover of small-town life. Here's his conversation.
When we found out my wife was expecting, we knew we wanted to come back home because not only is our family here, but everything that I grew up as a child, just thinking of what an actual home was. It wasn't just the physical structure I lived in, but it was the entire surrounding community that we live in.
Yeah, we've heard from a lot of people that the community is really what sets Centralia apart, that it's really tight-knit. Could you talk about that just a little bit more, like what your experiences have been with that?
Well, again, we've been involved, whether it's just through friendships, going through school, people that are still around town that have also decided to come back. But when you get involved into a church community, that also, those are lifelong friendships or relationships that you count on, that you become involved with, that just makes it feel like home beyond just the people that are in your actual family. The entire community feels like a family.
What do you think is the biggest challenge facing Centralia right now?
Hopefully everything continues to go well. We have one large employer in town, and they're still wonderful and doing great for us. I would like to see more companies come into Centralia, more industry. When you rely on one, you're put in a position to make sure that, or at least to hope that everything goes well with them, because if they fail, then town takes a big hit. So I would like to see more industry being welcomed into town.
What's something that you would like people to know about you or your family?
Just not about me so much, but just, I guess to know about my family is that we love it here. We love the community. Everybody, it's just like our family. We don't always agree with each other, and we may not always agree with everybody out, in town, but at the end of the day, we come together and we fight for each other if we have to. Not in a literal sense. I want to make sure that's clear.
I understand what you mean.
And again, like I said, I know to outsiders it may be hard to wrap your mind around, a small town and how people can live in a small town, but we love it. There are some downsides as far as, if we want to have certain things, we have to drive for those things, or we may not have food being able to be delivered to our front door always, but when you are in need in this town, there are always people that are willing and happily to come to your aid. So
That was Paul Millian and KBIA's Anna Coletto in a conversation about Centralia. I'm Maggie Turner. Check out kbia.org for more conversations from Missouri on Mike.